Hi, and welcome to this video on preparing your collection plan. In previous videos, we walked through how to select and rank priority intelligence requirements for your stakeholders and how to enter this into your PIR register. We also walked through your collection guidance, which is a consolidated list of all priorities across your enterprise. This is going to tell us what should be collected in order to satisfy our customers' intelligence needs across the board. So with these in hand, you're now ready to prepare your collection plan. The collection plan is designed to help you estimate the resources you need to satisfy your collection guidance. In other words, this plan will outline the how. How are we going to be successful? This is going to tell us what types of coverage we need, which vendors to get, what kinds of data feeds to ingest, the expertise needed on the team, and so forth. In the end, the collection plan becomes your basis for justifying the resources and capabilities your team needs to satisfy your stakeholder needs. So let's see how this works in action. Completing the collection plan takes 3 steps. Copying our collection guidance, identifying specific questions for each PIR. This is optional, but I'll walk through this in just a second. And we're going to populate our resource matrix for each PIR. So first, we'll need to copy our collection guidance into the collection plan tab in our workbook. This ensures we are aligning our needs assessment, what we'll do in our collection plan, directly to our stakeholder requirements, which is in our collection guidance. Next comes an optional but very useful and recommended step. In the second column, we will define specific intelligence requirements for each PIR entry. We do this by referring to our stakeholder interviews, our conversations with our stakeholders, and digging into the EEIs in the GIR handbook for guidance and inspiration. The goal here is to identify specific questions that my stakeholders expect me to answer. Doing this is going to help me be more accurate with my resource assessment and in my intelligence reporting in the back end. If you're doing this for the first time, or if you believe the PIR categories alone will give you enough specificity to steer your collection, please feel free to just leave this section blank. You can always add to it later. So now that we've prepared the plan, we're ready to use the simple matrix on the right to assess which resources our team needs in order to answer each one of these PIRs. This matrix has 3 main parts to it. Resource categories that will help us assess the types of coverage and delivery needed. Your template will have a pre-baked list, but you can always tweak the categories, you can add to it. Whatever you need to do to make it fit your environment, feel free to do that. The matrix itself, which we'll use to fill in our assessment. Yes, we do need those resources, or no, we don't. In this template, we'll mark 1 for yes, 0 for no. And finally, each of the resource categories will be scored and entered automatically in the emphasis heat map at the bottom. This will give us a quick reference point for hotspots or priority areas where specific resources are widely needed or not needed at all. To populate the matrix, assess one individual PIR at a time by going from left to right. Enter 1 if the resource is needed, enter 0 if you think it's not needed. So in this scenario, I'm estimating that I will need a number of external data sources to collect intelligence about data breaches, which is my number 1 PIR for my organization. Also, based on my interviews of my stakeholder who asked for this requirement, I'm estimating that my team will need to publish regular reports and also answer RFIs related to this. So as I tackle each PIR in turn, you'll see the matrix aggregates scoring for each resource, which gives me a final emphasis score at the bottom. In this scenario, I can quickly see that underground forum coverage is going to be a big emphasis for my team, so I need to adjust my resources accordingly. So once the matrix is complete, make sure to double check everything to ensure accuracy and completeness. It should look something like this. If everything looks good, you can start using this collection plan to build justification for the resources you need to deliver the intelligence that synchronizes with your stakeholders' needs and expectations. Thanks for watching.